So I recently played the entirety of Ghostrunner 2 from start to finish, and god damn it, it is an amazing game. Every enemy in the game, except for the bosses of course, is literally going to die with one strike, and like it's the same rules that apply to you as well. You're gonna die on one strike as well. That is what gives the game depth. That is what gives the game the character. Just grabs you by the balls and like I just got too excited, my bad. It's like every mission, not even every mission, like every part of the game seems like a puzzle because you have certain different types of enemy types and each person has their own attack pattern and each attack pattern needs different way of being dealt with. So it's a pretty cool game in that manner where every freaking part of the game is you literally solving a puzzle. And I really liked that aspect of the video game, but I do want to talk about the environment and basically the boss fights. The environment in this game is pretty reminiscent of like a cyberpunk-ish environment. Like it is like dark and dingy future where literally everything is robots and machines and humanity is bleh. But because the game is set in that era, it's one of my favorite sort of settings of the environment that I really like. The enemy types, the same old ugly ass people just coming at you. I'll be really freaking honest with you. I don't know what the story is. 90% of the time, I didn't understand what the story was because I didn't play Ghostrunner 1. I just saw Ghostrunner 2 and I thought, hey. So initially, when I started playing, it was all pure doom and gloom. I just didn't have any experience playing this game whatsoever because Ghostrunner 1 is considered like a really tough game and Ghostrunner 2 is still considered like a mellowed out game, but it is like if Ghostrunner 1 was Bloodborne, Ghostrunner 2 is basically Elden Ring where they give you a bunch of stuff to make the game easier. But like I still had a tough time in the beginning playing Ghostrunner 2 because like every good gamer, I skipped the tutorial. Even if you do skip the tutorial, you're not gonna get too far in this game. Yeah, obviously you're gonna pass the levels by struggling and like brute forcing your way through, but at the end of the day, you're just not gonna get too far. I did, however, struggle a lot in the first boss, and then I cleared him. But for some reason, my brain just shut off and I was starting the game afresh to play it. I hit new game instead of continue and I just wiped out my memory. But that is when I actually learned the tutorial and actually learned to play the game the way it was meant to be played. And yep, I finished the game almost, and I honestly think it's an achievement to finish the game. I spent approximately 11 to 12 hours, and I know like the average playtime is 8 hours, but this bumblehead right here struggled a lot. My bad, I guess. Game is simple. It's like gameplay loop. You basically cut through a level and then at the very end there's like a dream sequence where you enter this virtual space, and that virtual space has its own set of memories, its own set of challenges and like traversal kits to traverse on. There's this one memory palace kind of place thing where when I played it, it was one of the most beautiful freaking designs a video game has ever had, especially when it comes to like this dream sequence things. Like usually when there's like a dream sequence stuff, it's like the developers usually lazy out on it. They usually go towards the past and be like, "Oh, look at this. Very nice." But in this one, they actually did put effort and they did make it really, really cool. Amazing dream sequence. I really liked that one. And there is like another sequence where you literally have a bike. Every time that I played on a bike, it was exhilarating, which comes to my most important point in this video game. In this video game, you going fast is of the utmost importance. If you go slow in this video game, you're gonna die like every other game, and it forces you to be fast, especially in like the bike sequence missions, because basically, to give you subtext, you're tracking down the bad guy and he's like at a certain distance from you. So if you do go slow from your bike, you're just basically going to lose him and you're going to restart from checkpoint. That is one thing that I really liked about this game, because usually when other developers try to make this when other developers try to like induce hurriness into the gameplay, it usually does not work. But in this one, like even the lore made sure that it worked and even the gameplay loop made sure it worked. Win-win for both of us. Again, I really urge you guys to play this game for yourself. It is one of the best hack and slash games, something like Hotline Miami. I haven't played that, but people are saying it's like Hotline Miami. So, one of the best games when it comes to this hack and slash, rapid traversal, stuff like that. But if you get a chance, do play this game. Really, really enjoyed the game. That's about it.